Yeah,
Chill.
we live in the show. I don't know. I felt like I was about to freestyle.
What was that?
I don't know. Didn't that sound like I was really about to freestyle, dog? I had the voice for it.
Which was a little off key though, but
Off key?
Yeah, like, but you could go ahead and try it again.
Nah, man.
Go ahead, Omar. It's Father's Day, nigga.
It's Father's Day. Yeah. I'm a straight rider. Nah, I'm a straight provider. That's all I got. Yeah.
No thanks.
Oh, man, that was trash.
What's going on, people?
Yo.
Today is Sunday fun day for the fathers out here. Yo,
yes.
I want to tell you guys, happy Father's Day.
Happy
To all the good brothers, black, white, Asian, Latin, whatever you are, man. We appreciate you. We appreciate each other because we are fathers.
Yes.
And we do our best.
Yes.
With that said, welcome to the show. Today's topic is pretty simple, straightforward. Let's talk about fatherhood.
Let's talk about it, man.
Yes, sir. On this glorious day. What's going on, Omar?
Man, everything is good. What's going on with you, brother?
Man, same old thing, man. Like, how was your Father's Day so far?
It was litty.
Yeah?
It was litty, man.
Yeah?
I ain't much gonna lie, man. I'm freaking like excited about everything, bro. I mean, I'm exhausted though. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
You exhausted? You had a long day?
Man, from breakfast, the pool shenanigans, it was crazy, man.
Uh-huh.
What about you, man? How's your Father's Day, dog?
I mean, it's one of them days where it's kind of like a normal day.
Yeah.
Like this weekend, I didn't.
I don't know what made somebody breaking in here.
What car that is? Okay, they got it. So it's one of them days, man. It's just a regular day for me, man. To be honest with you, usually I would love to have my kids, but this weekend I don't have them on that custody thing, sharing custody and stuff like that. But yeah, it's been quite a day.
Understood, man. Understood. Hey, before we jump into let's talk about fatherhood, man. Number 1, share. Number 2, subscribe. Hit that bell. All right. We talking about some real stuff, man. And one of the things that we love to focus on is relationships. And in this particular episode, we are focused on the relationship between a father and their children.
Yeah,
So,
man.
just make sure that you go ahead and you share.
Yeah, I mean, what kind of impacts do you think you usually make when it comes to fatherhood, dog? Like, do you think you're raising that president that we need in the future, or you just think you're just raising a scholar?
Man, I don't know if I'm raising an Obama out here, bro. But I do believe, man, as a father, helping them to see how to grow into being a mature adult. You know what I'm saying? When I think about that, I like to ask the question. I'm gonna ask you, man, when do you believe that, you start really like sharing with them like the adulthood of things or the responsibility of things?
I think that comes with the maturity that you evaluate. Like, if you see your kids a certain type of way,
That's real.
They're advancing on their own.
That's real.
They're doing things on their own that you don't have to necessarily teach them. Unfortunately, some kids learn from social media, so that kind of affects the way they grow up.
Absolutely.
So if you see a maturity factor in that, you can definitely, go about saying, I can tell my kid a certain amount of things that they can, benefit from as adults.
That was a cool way to say it depends. That was a cool way to say it depends, bro.
Why you got it? Like,
No,
okay.
because it's always it depends.
Because it depends, Omar.
God dog it.
Why I can't be like that, man? I'm not gonna say it's always some way. It's always.
Bro, you don't never have to say it. I just like the way you said it this time.
All right, I understand.
So you can always find a way to say it like
Thank
that.
you, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right, that's all I'm saying, bro. It was a little compliment, bro. It was a nice way to say it. You know what I'm saying? But look, I do believe that we have to define, from our own opinion. This isn't Google, bro. This is just from our experience. You know what I'm saying? How would you define fatherhood?
I would say fatherhood. I'm not gonna be I'm not gonna put a definition out there. Why you gotta put me up front?
I don't know.
But you know what? I'll take it. I'll take it.
You got a tear in your eye?
Nah, I ain't no tear.
You about to cry, nigga?
Nigga, no.
Oh, all right.
Nah, but fatherhood is sacrifice, being there, and wise knowledge of experience. Like, you know what I mean? Like, everybody has their own experiences. Some people know how to learn from them, grow from them, expand. And others, you know, they have experiences that they still don't know how to conquer. So everything varies, man. You can have great fathers out there who don't know shit about what's next or what to do next. And you can have those who are there to do the right thing because they've learned what not to do.
That's real.
So everybody's their own judge and juror.
Nah, absolutely, man. On this topic, man, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I'm gonna ask a lot. I hope you got questions because
I got questions on.
Want to go ahead and ask your questions, but I'm gonna ask my question. I had
like
quick.
a bottle or something so I could be drinking at the same time.
Nah, I got my H2O.
And nigga, no, I don't want no water. Nah. So, but
man, I got my questions. Before you try to jump in
and
bombard me with your questions,
go ahead.
So look, man, I like what you said, man. Time, wisdom from your experiences. You know what I'm saying? Another question that I have, and it's not just for me, man. I actually had a couple brothers ask me, what would you say is the difference between how a mother fathers and how a mother parents and how a father parents. And this is the thing. I'm not. This isn't a competition because they both complement each other, and it's vitally important.
So you can admit that a woman can be a father figure in a sense.
That's what you want me to admit?
I feel like that's where you're going.
Oh boy, you can ask me that after you answer the question.
Go ahead, dog.
Because it's Father's Day.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah.
I wasn't trying to go in that direction. We're not going to do that.
Nah.
We're not gonna do
we
that.
definitely ain't getting that canceled.
But what I want to ask is, what would be the difference between how a mother parents and how a father parents? And I wish we had a mother to really be here to go over the significance of motherhood. I could speak from being a son, right? But let's talk solely on the importance of a father and how a father parent. What's the difference between the two, and why is a father important in a child's life?
Well, I mean, a father builds stability. A father builds. I'm not saying a woman can't have that going on.
I'm glad you said a disclaimer.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, you don't have no beef and shit like that. A father builds that ground, like he's the forefront. He's who you go to for protection.
Yeah.
So if you can have that same guy, kind of being vulnerable with you, and you see that he's supposed to be made of steel, it gives you a different dynamic because a woman is on a softer level of nourishing. Is it nourishing? Nurturing? I'm sorry. Nurturing. Damn, that was a stupid way to say it, but nurturing. Man. And her strengths are in her, let's say, softness. Like, you know what I mean? And our strength is in our strength to show like how tough and how resilient we can be,
right,
when it comes to handling life.
Right.
So when you get two aspects of it, it makes it can raise one of the strongest kids, part of this generation now. But if you get like one and not the other,
right,
without a father, a lot of people go awry. Like they go astray. Like I know there's people out here who've never experienced a father.
Yeah.
And those people have it rough as far as the way they treat others.
Right.
Not everybody, but, some people treat others the wrong way. Some people don't know how to handle their own relationships without a father because there was no stability there's no grounds of growing, no acts of like service that you've seen that this man performed for your mom. Like things like that make a huge difference.
Absolutely.
So.
Absolutely, man. I completely agree. I definitely agree with the fact that there is that level of comfort that woman provides. On the word nurture, the woman is nurturing, right? Versus the man, he's more or is expected to be more stern, or more like the enforcer.
Yeah.
Or whatever the case may be. One of the things that I take pride in as a dad, I take pride in teaching life lessons, right? and the way I teach life lessons is completely different than the way that my wife teaches life lessons.
Yeah.
Right. I'm thinking about how if my kid falls or something, you know what I'm saying? My wife is thinking, "Are you okay? Oh my God, let me kiss the boo boo." You know, me, I'm like, "Get up. Get up, bro. You're gonna fall. This is the first time you're gonna fall. You're gonna fall again. So get up."
You got a little Bernie Mac in you right there.
Hey, I'm just saying, bro. You know, you dumb. You dumb.
No, I heard it.
Nah, but for real, man. Yo,
That's
you
what I
gonna
heard.
fall. Hey, man, you better get used to this. You gonna fall a lot of times, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, as a father, I believe that the life lessons is, you know what I'm saying, just leading them, guiding them in the right direction instead of coddling them from, you know what I'm saying, the struggles of life.
Yeah, for sure, man. I think, but there's some women out here who can display that. Those are the people who actually might have experienced having, you know, that stability in their life, regardless if a man leaves. What is that?
No, I'm listening to you, bro.
Regardless if a man leaves them after creating babies, there are some women out here who know how to handle it and to show, in a sense, of what it should be like. I'm not saying that a woman can replace a father like a mother. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying some people know how to show the grounds of where they're missing fathers. Like the father could have passed away. Is that his fault? Is that the child's fault?
It's not his fault, bro.
Okay, so I'm just saying, like, if you talking about some deadbeat ass nigga who walks out the door, then we talking about a shitty ass dude. Like that's a different situation.
I don't know what you want me to say, dog. You want me to be judged on this show?
Nah, but you looking at it, Omar. Like I'm trying to say that women can raise our kids without fathers. That's not, in my opinion, true.
You know what I'm saying? But what you're saying is, I mean, you just said that, yeah, they can, and
No,
they're doing it right now.
They're doing it because they have no choice.
Right.
Yes. Like, but why are you looking at me
But
like that?
I felt like you was going in the direction, dog, that was going to completely disrespect Father's Day.
Man, nah.
I thought you was going to be like
this,
social.
Nigga, this our day.
You know what I'm saying?
This our day.
Hey, dog.
Like, nah.
I'm trying my best to just focus on what we supposed to do as brothers, but I'm a little salty.
What?
I'm salty. Hey, there was no Father's Day commercials.
Are you serious?
Dog, have you walked into a store lately, bro? They have barely close to nothing.
I don't have
for Father's Day, bro.
I don't have cable. Like everything you see back there, I'm literally streaming everything.
Oh man, forget cable, dog. You got a whole phone, dog. Social media has no Father's Day ads.
Social media, I saw a few, dog. Well, I'll stroll through TikTok. I'll go on there, and I saw a few. But I'm talking about. But if you're talking about some other stuff, like on regular TV, yeah, man, I don't know.
Bruh, completely disrespectful. And this is the thing, man. And I went in this direction because I remember when I was growing up, especially in the 90s. It was in the 90s, bro, where you really, like, you barely, and this is just me, maybe y'all saw something different, but you barely saw fathers like that was involved in a lot of kids' lives. There was like a lot of single single moms out there. Right?
Oh yeah.
And when you take a look, I'm not saying that there aren't single moms now. Of course there are. But what I am noticing, I'm starting to see dads that are single as well taking care of the children.
Yeah.
I'm starting to see more dads involved in the children's lives these days. And the improvement that I've seen from the 90s until now, I don't believe that it's recognized. And so I bring that up because the danger in not recognizing the progress, all right, it could make a whole generation of men feel underappreciated. Now, will that stop them from doing what they're supposed to do? The answer is no. But I want to emphasize the point where if this was something that was recognized and this was something that was appreciated more, you would see an increase of the responsibilities, in my opinion, being demonstrated and more fathers that are out there.
So do you think we're undervalued and underappreciated?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Somebody had once said, you know you're doing a good job when no one says anything to you. And even though that seems to be true, I think it's trash.
You think it's just a cop out to say, you know, like, we don't need to tell you that we appreciate you. You should know it already.
You should know it already.
It's pretty fucked up.
Trash. Straight up trash, bro.
That's pretty fucked up.
Know what I'm saying? Hey, I mean, somebody's doing a good job. You tell them that they're doing a good job. It motivates. And just in case anyone that's listening to this that don't understand that when you appreciate people in general, it's called positive reinforcement, which means that it will increase the probability of that individual demonstrating that action more and more because they feel good about what they're doing.
Can you imagine like us actually getting the praise? Well, I'm saying us as the good fathers. Fuck you, deadbeat ass niggas. I'm sorry, that's truthful. But can you imagine being praised every day to say, hey, you're so amazing, you're a good father, you do everything you need to do. You know what I mean? Just like, I don't need you kissing my ass. Just more like, let me know I'm doing well, at least 3 times a month. Like, you know what I mean? Like, say something.
I ain't even gonna put a cap on it,
No,
bro.
I'm just putting a number just to say, put something out there, but at least say something.
Yo, if something blew your mind, you know what I'm saying, and you just like the way that the dad handled the situation, man, you know what I'm saying? Be like, hey, man, the way you handled that situation, hey, I really respect that. I really like how you did that, or whatever the case may be. What that does, that increases the probability of the behavior that the woman desires from that father.
Yes. That's the thing. Like we can expand so much if we are given if we were given our flowers in a sense.
That's right.
Like, you know how much a man will reach out to do the most when you praise him? Like, you know what I mean? I don't need to be worshiped. Just praise me. Like, let me know, hey, listen, man, you a great fucking dad.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, every day that I see you, you take care of your kids, you spend time, you actually try to educate them, you try to help them learn your ways in whatever sense you think is good. And they grow from it, and we're growing from it, and we're becoming a stronger family, a stronger foundation. Like, you could do that, dog. You know how well households would run?
That's right.
Like, it'll be amazing.
The purpose of us having this conversation, at some point, it'll become evident that it's not just that we're just talking about fathers. All right. This is behavior that's also for mothers as well. Like, if there is a mother that's doing a great job, I believe that she should be applauded. I believe that she should be, acknowledged and say, hey, listen, man, the way you're holding things down, the way you are taking care of the children, or whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying? Hey, hats off to you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so this is just being human.
Yeah.
We shouldn't wait until Father's Day. I'm talking about the same Father's Day where there is no advertisement, no commercials, no anything.
You're
Nah,
set
for
on
real,
that,
bro.
dog.
But I'm really mad about that, bro. The reason I'm really upset about that is because I feel like they're taking away the significance of the father in the household, bro. You know? And I believe that a father in the household is the foundation of the house.
Yeah, we know that. I mean, we believe that.
There is a statistic that I heard. I don't know how I heard it. I just want to, don't freaking ask me where I heard it from. Google this junk if it's that important to you. All right, that the statistics of a child going to prison is, I forgot what they said, but it was lower when the two parents were together. All right, and they parented those children together. All right. And then the same number of children that went to prison, like with the parents being together, that same number, or it was close to the number of a dad that's single raises the kid. But when there was a single mom that raised the children, it increased with the amount of kids that was going to prison.
That's crazy.
And so the father is vitally important.
Yes.
And what I'm saying is, I'm not saying that it's more important. I'm just saying that it is vitally important. I believe that both mother and father is needed in that child's life. But I'll finish with this. Don't forget what you were going to say. But if we negate the importance of a father, You get what I'm saying? 9 times. Well, I'm not going. Of course, the guy has to do what he needs to do, but at the same time, if you want to increase the probability of that father improving, acknowledgement,
Yes,
has to be present.
Yes.
Go ahead, dog.
no, I've seen, and I mean, what's frightening is I've seen fathers who are great at what they do lose their kids, and the way they lose their kids is when a woman is spiteful and she no longer wants to be with that same guy. She will turn it around and make it seem like he was the worst person in the world and separate him from his kids. Now, when she does that for whoever next comes up and she starts dating the person and that person becomes the replacement for that same type of woman's mindset.
Yeah.
That then triggers where a father who was great, loses everything. He becomes a little rattled and he's crazy and he can't even reach out to do what he needs to or what he's used to doing.
Yeah.
Because someone, basically a woman who's spiteful is doing things based off of her own emotions, her own objectives without letting the relationship between the kids and the father grow. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, bro.
So
absolutely. This is where I believe that a dad could really, really thrive. I mean, when I mean thrive, I'm talking about, first of all, I believe anybody can thrive or be at their full potential when they're in a bad situation. And that what you just described is a very bad situation.
Yeah.
And society has created this narrative that dads are good dads when they provide financially. And
it's always about the finances.
when they provide financially. And this is the thing. I'm not taking away the value or I'm not taking away the weight of the financial provision. I'm not taking away that. But there is something that's way more important than the financial aspect. And that is the memories and the time that's spent with that child. I remember, dog, it was a Christmas. My wife and I, bro, we spent thousands of dollars, bro. I want to say close to like 5 stacks.
How much you spent?
Thousands, bro.
No, that's not how you said it, but how much?
Thousands, bro.
Like I saw that.
Oh, like thousands.
Yeah.
Bro.
So, go ahead.
Nah, for real, bro. It was a lot of money,
Go ahead,
bro. For kids that was gonna break the video games and the laptops and the iPads, bro, and freaking, it was stupid, bro. It was stupid, bro. We spent all that money, man. And the more money that we spent, I recognized, bro, that there was one time, bro, my son, bro, opened up a present, and that dude started playing with the box.
I've seen that with my kids, though.
Bro,
when they were real young,
bro, he started playing
the
with
box seemed to be a little more important for a little bit.
Bro, he started playing with the box, bro. And I said to myself, we wasted this money.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, in a kid's mind, the kid doesn't remember how much we're spending. They only remember the memories we create.
That is crazy because, look, we have someone on here, Jennifer. She says, I always say kids remember the time spent, not what you give them.
That's insane,
Look at
bro.
that. Look at that.
I'm trying to tell you, dog. And so when we are with our kids, bro, our moments that we are with them have to be impressionable. Is that a word?
Yeah.
Or whatever.
You
bro.
do. You do create. You
have to have that impression on them, bro.
Yeah, you do create an impression on them.
So where it's memorable. And as a father, there has to be that level of comfort.
Yeah.
There has to be that, bro. I'm gonna tell y'all a story. I was at the gas station, and my 2 daughters was in the back seat, bro. And I saw this dude. He was sitting in the passenger seat, and this girl, she had got out and she started pumping her gas. And so I talked to my daughters, and I was like, "Hey, you see that dude in the front seat just texting?" I said, "Hey, that's the type of young man you don't want to have in your life."
Oh, the girl was pumping the gas.
The girl got out.
And he was in the passenger
He was
seat.
just in the passenger seat. I ain't saying that Buddy had to buy her gas, but if she went to go buy the gas, he could have got out the car and pumped the gas, bro. You know?
That's very true.
So I told my daughters, bro, and I was like, hey, listen, man, you got to pay attention to the signs, and that right there is a red flag. You know, I started saying, hey, have you ever seen mommy pump her gas or whatever? She was like, no, only when she's alone. And so, man, I told them, I said, watch this, bro. And so I got out the car, and I went over there, bro, and I approached the young lady. Now, like I was about to, you know what I'm saying? It seemed like I was about to holler at her, right? And so I was like, excuse me. I was like, my name is Omar. What's your name? And she was like, Keisha. I don't remember her name, but she's Keisha for now. She was like, Keisha. And I was like, all right, that's what's up. Buddy hops out the car and was like, hey, bro, she's straight. And I'm like, what you mean? He was like, nah, bro, we good on all that. We good on all that. You know what I'm saying?
What is that, dog?
And so I was like, oh, you're her man? He was like, yeah, bro, she's straight. And I was like, hey, it's crazy. You wanted to get out the car to fight me, but fight me for her, bro, but you couldn't get out the car to pump her gas.
Ooh.
I said, young man, get out the car and pump her gas, man. I'm married. I got a wife, but I wanted to see what you were going to do, and you did exactly what I thought you were going to do.
And so trying to be confrontational and stuff.
But it was more important to fight.
Yeah.
Instead of provide. You know what I'm saying?
Straight trash.
Straight trash. But the point that I'm saying is I don't want to focus on the young man. I want to focus on the story that I just shared with my daughters so that they can understand and they can distinguish and navigate through life who was a bum nigga and who was a provider.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they don't just see that in how I treat their mom, but they also see how I move in the community. They see how I move around other people.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So that they can understand what an ideal guy looks like. And I'll end with this. Fellas, you're not just physically there without spending time with them. These kids are watching what you are doing. And so that being said, they're looking at how your friends respond to you, how your family responds to you, how the people in the community responds to you, because you are a leader in your own home and you have to move as such.
Yeah.
You got to move as such, man.
For sure.
And that's where they get the idea as to what a father is, so that your daughters could find someone that looks just like you. And if you say to yourself, or you look in the mirror and you say, I don't want my daughter to be with a guy like me, then immediately I'm going to encourage you to increase your knowledge, and apply something different, because you are the leader in your house. And it's time for a change. If that's you're looking in the mirror and say, I don't want my daughter to be with somebody like me.
Yeah. I mean, that's the model, right? That's how most things end up. As far as some girls end up with someone who is reflective of their father. So that goes to show you that they respected and understood how they were raised. And the thing that can happen is, besides the fact, some people want to be away from those that they've experienced. So sometimes your kid can go date someone completely opposite. In a sense, just to it's not even to fuck with you, like to mess with you mentally. It's just more like, I don't want to deal with what I dealt with before. Depending on what type of father you are.
Yeah.
So, and everything also can fall on those single parents who know they are molding the kid at the time, but they don't realize how much they're molding.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because you can mold your sons and daughters to be certain types of ways when you randomly say a good thing to follow. But if you're not on them every day of how they should be or how they could grow, then they're only taking bits and pieces, and then you can't get angry on how they end up growing up.
That's right.
You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So
absolutely.
It's all like a weird, shady game, but it's not a game. You know what I mean?
Take your experiences in life. Remember how you were growing up. Remember your parents and how your mind was when you were a child, if you can remember that at all, bro. And let those experiences shape your decisions and your behaviors right now in the most positive way. Some people use their past as a crutch to still do some jacked up jump.
Oh yeah. You was about to curse?
I about to say shady.
Nah, You gonna say shit?
No, I wasn't.
But go ahead,
I don't curse.
I know you don't, dog. I know you
curse.
don't.
And we can't allow for your past, bro, to make you do some jacked up junk.
He was gonna curse.
I wasn't.
Nah. You good. You good. Go ahead.
The day you hear me curse, bro, I'm telling you, bro, I give you $100, bro. It's right here. Hey, the day you hear me curse.
Okay.
Anyways, I'm trying to tell you, bro.
Go ahead.
I'm trying to tell you. And so look, man. Even to that point, bro, me cursing. You get how weird that is in today's society.
What, that you don't curse?
That I don't curse.
Yeah.
And so when my children see that I'm around everybody that's cursing, and my children used to freak out, bro. They used to be like, "Oh, Daddy, they said a bad word." I said, "So that's what they do. We don't move like that. We do stuff different, bro. We move different. You get what I'm saying? We don't judge people. We don't judge people by what they do, but we just enjoy what we do, and we let people be who they are. You get what I'm saying? Even that is a life lesson, or whatever the case may be. So now they don't feel compelled to give in to peer pressure. Now they're like, yo, that's just what you do.
Yeah, I'm an individual. I don't have to do what you do.
Exactly, man. And that's the impression that we have, or the influence that we have over our children as fathers, bro. You know what I'm saying? To let them know, don't be who the person you think is cool. Understand you cool just because you are you.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line.
What would you say to I see Jennifer says, I had my dad in my life, but I've never saw him give the affection and love to my mom as a husband should. He was a provider, but was not a great husband when they were together. Damn. So she goes, so sometimes that affects kids because they see that and can find it normal when it really isn't, because you're not shown what real love looks like from a man. I just learned to recognize that and be aware of it within myself.
All right.
Damn.
My dad died in 2015. All right. I was born in 89.
Yeah.
I can count on my hand how many times my dad said, "I love you."
This is me.
All right.
As a child.
It's like 2 or 3 times.
0.
And so I can count. And so look, check this out.
That's kind of sad.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Let me tell you why it's not sad. Because I'm an optimistic person.
Yeah. Go ahead.
How many times you tell your kids you love them?
Every day.
That's my answer too.
Yeah.
You see what that experience from our dads taught us?
Yes. I already see where you're going with it. Yes. I believe it. Yeah.
So believe it or not, Jennifer, your dad taught you a valuable lesson. Even though you didn't physically see it, you saw it. You saw what you didn't want. All right. And from there, just like us, where I was like, dang, my dad never told. You know what my dad told me, dog?
What?
I was like, dang, Dad. I had met my wife and I met her family, and every day I see them, dog. They're like, I love you, 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 I love you. And so, bro, for a long time, bro, every time I'm leaving, they be like, all right, Omar, I love you. I used to be like, all right. And I just leave. I'm like, yo, why they always saying I love you, bro? It was freaking weird, bro.
Nah, I feel you.
It was really weird, and it was really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But my dad so I came home one day. I was like, man, Dad, man, because I'm thinking about my wife's family. I'm like, yo, man, how come you never tell me you love me, man? And man, that nigga said to me, you rather me tell you or you rather me show you? That what he said to me, dog. Oh God, bro.
If that ain't like, man, I don't even say that shit type of attitude.
That what he said to me. He was like, so I gotta tell you?
Oh my God.
I like, man, I know you love me, man. He was like, all right, get out my face. Like, and so even though he made sense, I said to myself, when I have children, bro,
God,
I'm gonna tell them I love them all the time. I guess the point that I'm really trying to get to is that our parents teach us lessons directly and indirectly.
Yes,
all right,
for sure.
And as we grow up, we see things that we don't like and things that we do like.
You know what? You know how I'll piggyback off of that, and this might be a little off topic, but honestly, like when my parents were together before they got divorced, it was like, okay, this is a normal life. It's going as, it should. You don't know much, but you see what's in front of you. So when they got divorced and then I went through mine, I was just more like, before it happened, I was like, I didn't want to end up like my parents, and then it ended up like that anyway. But it's like when you watch something in front of you and you try to avoid it, like, are you truly avoiding it because you really want to, or because you avoiding it because you feel like you have to? Because it's a difference. Because if you have to avoid it because you've seen something go down that you didn't like, then is it real what you're experiencing, or are you forcing a situation when you shouldn't? You get what I'm saying?
That question is for two different type of people. That question is a conversation for the individual that says, I'm doing it because I feel like I have to.
Yeah.
Different advice is given to that individual than the individual that it's like, I'm doing it because I want to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Those are two different paths. Because the path that I was on is I'm doing it because I want to. Because even though I wasn't responding to my wife's family at the time, that they always said I love you, and I'd be like, all right. I liked it.
Yeah.
It made me feel special, bro.
Yeah, it brought you into a type of world that you didn't feel. Like, I didn't get that every day, dog, at all. Now, no doubt, I knew that my dad loved me for sure. And you know what I'm saying? But when I heard it, it was just different, bro. Like, yeah. I mean, I hear it now. Like, my dad will say it, like, randomly now. But, as a kid, it definitely affected me to say, I'm not going to do that to mine. Like, my kids will know it, and it will be normal. Like, my son right now, he's 10, and he gets a little weirded out. I can hear it in his voice, even though I've been telling him since he was born. But when he says it, he kind of like says it kind of quick. Like, I'll be like, hey, I love you, son. And he'll be like, later, and like put it under his breath. But I'm still going to teach him, hey, man, listen, we are men, we are guys, but we still have to express that to each other because guess what, man? I do love you, man. You're my kid. So, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. So, look, check this out. To that point, because I participate in the community a lot, I get the opportunity to see a lot of children, man, that's trying to make something of themselves, but their parents aren't as supportive.
Oh, yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so one of the things, because I got the opportunity to see that and speak life into these children or whatever the case may be, I was able to point that out to my children. And to this point, I said, hey, listen, if we're in public, man, and you out here cheering and I'm rooting for you, that's not the time to get embarrassed.
Yeah.
That's the time where you are to be proud, because I want you to look around and I want you to think about how many parents are rooting for those children. And just look around and see if their parents are even there.
That's the thing. Yeah, and the saddest part is when some guys lose a father or don't have a father, it's like that motivates them more to do better. Isn't that? It's kind of like sad and wrong, but it's just the way of life for some people.
So look, let me go into the progression of my bloodline. So my dad didn't say I love you, right? But guess what? My dad's dad was never there in his life. So the promise that my dad said to himself was, when I get children, I'm going to ensure that I'm always going to be there for my kids.
Yeah.
So what his dad didn't do, he turned around and he began to do it.
You see?
And what my dad didn't do, I turned around and began to do it.
You see?
My parents, they ain't explained jack nothing to me, bro.
Yeah.
They said, you're going to do it because I said to do it. And that's the bottom line, right? And now I think about that as a kid, bro, and I hated it, bro. I freaking hated it. And so now with my children, when they make moves that I know that's detrimental to their success, I say, hey, before I beat your butt, I need to understand what made sense about this decision you made.
Yeah.
I need to understand so that, because I don't just want to beat your butt and not understand, you know what I'm saying? I need to understand, because if what you're saying logically makes sense, we can only talk about it. But if it does not make sense at all, I'm going to give you the answer. And then
I'm gonna whoop your ass.
because what happens is, if y'all don't know, on my belt, we named it Life.
What?
Yeah, the belt's name is Life.
The belt that you whooped them with, you named it Life.
I named it Life.
Why would you name it Life?
Because life is gonna hit them hard.
Oh my God, dog.
Dog,
What?
what adult doesn't experience life when they mess up, bro?
We all do.
Check me out. I dare you not to save your money and then your engine blow. Life just hits you hard.
Hell yeah.
Come on, man.
Hell
you better
yeah,
make better
dog.
decisions, bro.
Hell yeah, man.
Hey, life is coming for you if you don't.
You ain't lying.
Trying to tell you something, man.
Damn, man. You know what? I do I do appreciate the way more or less that I was raised with some of the attitude from my parents. And we have to understand, like, just like us, they had different upbringings that caused them to be the way we experienced. So it's like, you know, on and on and on and on. So some fathers who give that guidance that might seem a little too stern, and you might not like it and you want to go ahead and rebel. You don't know how, you know, they were raised to become that way. It's not necessarily their fault. You get what I'm saying? But we, as in our generation, you know, I think some, back before us anyway, everyone figures out their own way. Some people are worse than others. Some people don't even hang around. Some just disappear because that's what they used to seeing.
That's what they used to see.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not I can't call myself a deadbeat father who's ever gone missing on my kids, because I damn sure wouldn't want that for myself.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? Like, we have to be careful what we teach them, what they know. You know, some things we don't have to share with the kids. You don't tell them everything.
Right.
As a father, you find that balance in what they should know and how they should know it. Sometimes a mother could feel like she wants to open up quicker than a father thinks so, because he might be analyzing the situation differently. Like, it's just manhood is a different type of realm that not everyone can dive in and to know and have experience on. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. There is no manual for this, bro.
No, not at all.
There's no manual for this, bro. You need experience, dog. Life experience, and you have to have the desire, the will to win, bro.
Yes.
And when I mean the will to win, I'm talking about you want to win. You want your household to be successful.
Yes.
That's the mindset. And you're not just giving advice just to be giving advice, dog. You know what I'm saying? You want your kids to win.
Yes.
And that's just the bottom line. Bro, I really feel compelled, bro, to share something vitally important.
What's that?
With men, bro. Create the space for your children to make decisions. Create space for your children to make some decisions. Trust that what you've already taught them, that is instilled in them.
Go ahead. I got something. You just made me think about something.
Because if you coddle these kids and you consistently on them, the last thing that you want is for your baby girl to get off and go to college, and she out here getting a train ran on her.
Oh my God, dog.
It just went left just now?
It just went left, dog.
Dog, because that's real life out here, dog. Because there are a lot of men that's always stern. Like, they're so stern, bro. They're like, no, you can't do this. No, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Be here.
You know, that's what I'm talking about. What I'm thinking about saying also, dog. Well, what I'm gonna say is, just my opinion, stop telling your kids, you know what I mean, from me personally. I learned this over time. Stop questioning them, stop telling them to stop questioning everything.
Right.
You know why you should stop doing that? Because if you could tell your kid to not question everything, but then you expect them to be a certain type of adult when they're older and to question things that happen to them, how do you think that comes about? So if they ask you, oh, why are we going over here? And you say, because we just going.
Horrible,
you know,
bro.
That attitude right
That's how
there
I grew up, bro.
will not help your child challenge everything around them. Instead, give them an explanation. That don't mean you need to tell them every single detail. Like, hey, where we going, Dad? oh yeah, we about to go over to this plaza. I got a surprise for you. Something like that. Oh, where we going? Or don't give that. Oh, where we going, Dad? We just going over here. What you worried about? We just going. You coming with me? I tell you what to do. Like that type of, you know what I mean?
Now they ask me where I'm going. I'd be like, we going crazy. Want to come? I'm going crazy.
But you get what I'm saying though, right? Like when you keep shutting the kid down and you want them to question things as adults, how you think they're gonna do that, dog?
For that reason is why, back to what I was saying, dog. I understand. I want to ask them questions so that I can understand what their thought process was.
Yeah.
Back to the point where my dad or my parents they were like, you just doing it because I said so.
Yeah.
I couldn't question it, bro.
Yeah.
I couldn't question anything really.
Yeah.
And that's never, and because I didn't like that, I didn't feel like it helped me critically think. Well, of course I didn't think like that as a kid, but as an adult, I was like, yo, they tried to kill my critical thinking, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They tried to kill, you know what I'm saying, like me really like questioning things like that. So I didn't want that for my children.
Yeah. You know how my dad tried to expand on his power? You know how parents actually try to show their strong hand. So this is when I was a kid. I was a teenager. Dude, I was outside. Like, I'm away from the house. Outside. And I'm playing with my friends. Like, we playing, like, street football. And this nigga called me from way inside the house. Like, I can hear him. This nigga's loud.
Don't tell me he went and
come inside, come inside.
Get the remote.
And I'm like, the light is not out yet. Like, we still got daylight. No, it's not even a remote. Dog, this dude said, go get me a cup of water. I was like, what? I was like, for the first time, dog, I remember for the first time, I told this nigga, man, like, dog, yeah, man, you called me from outside, man, to do all this, man, damn, man. Like, attitude, I'm mad, and I still get him up. I'm here, man, damn. You could have did it yourself. You sitting right here talking shit. So I went outside. I was like, yeah, boy, I'm the man. Boy, I had to check this nigga. So I go.
I don't know how you gonna get
dog, I go in the house, dog. I swear, I can never forget this fucking story. I go in the house. He don't do nothing the whole night. Man, I'm like, oh, shit. I'm the man. It's over, boy. He ain't know I was coming like this. He better know what's going on now. Right? I'm in the shower, nigga. I'm in the shower. I'm taking a shower. I'm like, yeah, boy, I'm proud of myself. I'm all good. Nobody gonna touch me no more. This nigga, dog, come out of the shower, body wet, towel on. This nigga around the corner, pull out the belt. Whap. What'd you say? I thought the nigga forgot. I was like, Daddy. Yo, this nigga whooped my ass, dog. And he mentioned, oh, you thought you were going to talk to me like that? Dog.
I'm trying to tell you, dog. Let me tell you.
This dude right here, boy.
Hey, man. That story just made me think about this. Fathers, stop trying to be your children's best friend.
Yeah, you don't have to be. That's for sure.
Hey, man, let me tell you something, man. I understand relationship building, but you're a father first. All right? And the thing is, your kids are automatically going to like you when they recognize how much you love them through the success you're preparing them for.
Yes.
Okay?
It's well said, Omar.
Bro, because they're going to like the outcomes that you have prepared them for. So when they get those outcomes, they're going to be like, dang, man, daddy was right.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
And so let me give you an example. My wife and I were on the same page with this. But when it comes to school, never wanted to focus on grades. I never wanted to focus on A's. I never wanted to focus on B's or whatever the case may be. Because I'm a firm believer that activity times effectiveness equals results. So I never wanted my children to focus on results. I wanted them to focus on what gets them the results. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so one of the things I would have them focus on is not just doing your homework, not just studying for the test. I didn't want them to memorize it. I wanted them to be able to teach me what they learn.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Because if you could teach me what the heck you learn, when you get to the test, you're going to freaking win.
Yeah.
All right? You never have to worry about it.
Sounds about right. Yeah.
You never have to worry about that. And so only thing I would focus on is hard work. Hard work around doing your homework, hard work around boom. To this day, my daughters get straight A's, some B's sometimes. You get what I'm saying? But the point I'm actually making is when my daughters get these outcomes, right? They're saying, "Daddy, I like hard work." You know what I'm saying? Nice. Hard work gets me what I want.
They want the challenge.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because now, and so at first it was, man, I don't want to do my homework. Oof. I don't want to. Baby, you know what? You don't have to do your homework. You don't. You know what I'm saying? Baby, you can make your own choices, but you can't choose the consequences. All right? You don't have to do your homework.
Yes.
Baby girl, you don't have to clean your room. You ain't got to do nothing I'm asking you to do. I'm trying to tell you something, but daddy got a lesson for you. All right? Because the truth is, when you become an adult, you ain't got to go to work.
No.
All right? You ain't got to go and make no money. You ain't got to do nothing. But you can't beg the rent man. You can't beg the bank not to kick you out your house.
No, you can't.
Just because they see tears, you out of there. I'm trying to tell you something. FPL, I'm so sorry. I didn't think you would cut it off because I didn't have a job.
Like you could tell the light bill, yo, just chill real quick.
You understand? So to get back to the point where I'm saying, you're trying to be their friend by doing things that they like. And the truth is, the more you do things that they like, you forget that they're a child and they don't understand that the things that they like put them in a situation that won't help them.
Yes. Fact.
And as an adult, because you have more vision on life, you're going to do something that may tell them something that they may not like, right? But when they get the outcome and the results, that's when you emphasize, this is what I wanted for you from the beginning.
Yes.
This is why I told you what I told you from the beginning, because this is what you deserve. That is when your kids will look at you as a leader. You know what I'm saying? That's when your kids will look at you and say, my dad loves me.
Well said, brother. Well said.
That's when they'll do that stuff, man. Yes. We can't keep on being out here, man, just doing everything that they like. And then that's when you're gonna be surprised when little Timmy out here cussing out his teacher.
Oh man,
you know what I'm saying?
Getting his ass whooped by me. That's what it is, too. But if you ain't give that lesson, of course, you can't expect them to know.
And then now he's looking at you funny because like you ain't never talked to me about this. Why you acting like that right now?
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, I talk like this all the time to Auntie and them, to TT and them. You know what I'm saying? Now you got a problem with me talking to this lady, talking to this teacher.
I hate seeing parents who are like, that's just how they are. Like, nah, that's just how you raised them,
Come
motherfucker.
on, man.
You did that shit.
That's real now.
That child was not like that. That's like saying a racist, it's always been a racist. No, that motherfucker was taught to be racist.
That's real now.
It's just the way you teach your kids to come across in this world, man. Without guidance, man, they ain't gonna be shit.
That's real.
Like, that's for real, for real. Like, not everybody's gonna win. Yes, but you don't have to keep fucking losing.
That's real.
Like, that's just, come on. That's common sense.
That's real, man.
So,
hey, I'm speaking to fathers, man, but you know what I'm saying? Parent, if you're a parent, period, man, this is for you. Do not give guidance or do not chastise your child out of anger.
No.
They won't see the love in that. See, the thing is, bro, our kids are supposed to see and feel the love. And the love is how you provide or how you lead them to a successful outcome, bro.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? If you just out here just beating kids because they just being loud in your house, dog, and you just came home from a long day's work, and you just want kids? Quiet, dog. No, they just be. Then I say, shut the F up. You know what I'm saying? Where's the lesson in that, bro? Where's the lesson in that? I just came from work, and all I gotta come home to is y'all loud. Look at my living room. Look at, like, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I get what you said, though.
Bro, you just can't come like, hey, look, man. Where's the conversation?
They don't. Some people just don't have the conversation.
Dog, they just get home, bro, and just be like, come home to this dirty house and look at this. Look, the dishes in the, look, and you got the clothes all over and look.
You're pointing out all their wrongs. Like, what do you think you're building? What kind of mindset do you think you're building when you keep telling them they keep fucking up?
I'm trying to tell you, dog,
like,
what the kid comprehends is I don't do anything right.
Yeah, exactly.
And so because they say I don't do anything right, then I'm just going to keep on not doing right.
Yeah.
Bottom line.
Exactly, dog.
You get what I'm saying? So at that point, bro, that's when you're going to be like, hey, listen, daddy just came home.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I just came home. I've been working for 10 hours, right? And right now I want some rest, you know? So you have that conversation with them or whatever. They're going to be like, okay, daddy, I got you. They're going to get loud again, right?
Mm-hmm.
When they get loud again, that's when you come and say, hey, come on, man. You know what? Y'all come and hang out with me while I go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now they're going to be like, okay. You know, they come and they hang out with you, bro. But guess what? They not gonna be as loud because now they're in your presence.
Yes.
They're
gonna try to respect your space.
They're gonna try to respect your space.
Mm-hmm.
But they're gonna also feel good because you've welcomed them after a long day's work. And this is the thing that I'm trying to get to. If you're tired after work and then you make a move like that with your children, they feel important and not just put to the side.
Yes. Yeah.
Get what I'm saying?
Inclusion builds the mind also, man.
That's what that perfectly said, bro. You're including them even though you're tired. Now the child feels like they're a priority.
Yeah.
And I want to get to the end and basically just say, bro, you are raising young adults. All right. And so we have to craft their minds strategically. And that's what we do as men. All right. So we do that as men with our children so that they could have the lives we always wanted them to have.
This nigga's on one today.
He's on one today. What's wrong with you, dog? You on another level, dog.
So what's your final thoughts, Omar? Give it to me, dog. Let me hear it, man. Final thoughts.
Hey, listen, whether your circumstance is easy, whether your circumstance is hard, you do whatever you can to be involved in your child's life. And when you get that time with them, you make sure that it's unforgettable. You create moments with them.
Yes.
And they will never forget it, and they will appreciate you for the rest of their lives. Oh, my God. Bro.
My nigga.
Get out of here, bro.
Hey, man, listen, before I get my final thought, just know what we do here is our opinion, our way, our subjects, and we have fun with it. And please tune in, like, share, subscribe, have fun with us, and please comment because that's all we want. We want to hear it so we can say something back to you because even if we don't agree, we want to kick your ass with our agreements. With that said, being a father is tough. Being a father is prideful, and being a strong one makes a huge difference. Be wise in the way you do things with your kids and show some love. Have a good night.
Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.